He lies. Spiritual. Spiritual. So when the woman, watch this, when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, what do you see immediately? What did she do?
She started seeing things the way he did.
Well, first of all, as humans, what do we look for to tell whether somebody's telling the truth or a lie? No, we look at evidence. Evidence. Satan uses the physical world to deceive. So he sold the lie, the belief about it, and then he points to this tree, and notice that she started believing immediately. Most of us believe that it's the eating of the fruit that caused the downfall. It's not where it was at all. That is a lie. You know why? Because then we're on performance. That is not what happened here.
So it's because she believed it.
It's because of the trust factor, the belief. And she bought into the lie. When you believe a lie, it colors your whole world. Satan knows that. That's why he works on lies, because if he can get you to believe something, you live under the power of the lie, spiritually. And so she saw that the tree was good for food. Did the tree change?
No.
So it wasn't the way the tree, it wasn't the tree, the physical world didn't change. The way she perceived and interpreted it was spiritual. Physical, she sees it, she interprets it. Emotional, it's desirable. Cognitive, to make you wise. It was wonderful, beautiful. She's developing a relationship now because now she's seen and interpreted through his lie.
Right. So,
Look at the cunning and craftiness of this. She was innocent.
so that's why it wasn't important what the content of the conversation was. It's the fact that she actually engaged.
Engaged, and he wanted to drop the bomb because
Right.
then she would have to do something she never had to do before, and that is to answer a question. What's the question she has to answer?
Who do you trust?
Who do I believe? Who do I trust? Whose word? And so she looks for evidence because he is a skilled liar. He knows, because he's already led a rebellion. And he knows how to lead a rebellion, and he knows what to tap into. Because that's the iniquity that resides in his heart.
And you see, like the situation with the tree, when she saw the tree hasn't changed, but she looked at the tree different. The same thing with the God. God hasn't changed; it's the same God.
That's
but they
right.
start looking at the God different.
That is exactly right.
That was his purpose of that God.
The interpretation of God as well now is different.
Yep.
You know that saying, it says something like, if you start looking for trouble, trouble will come to you. There's a saying, I don't know. And I'm just wondering, was she looking for it?
We don't see that. She's innocent. She's just right off the minute. She's just created. But she's created with a trust factor. You see, we are seeing fallen view when we try to read backward and go, she should have been wary about this guy. How does an innocent person even know evil?
No, I don't think she, but was she looking for something else though?
No.
Now that, I've heard that, but
No.
no, it came to her. But one of the reasons that this is important is because we were created to be in an innocent environment. We were created that way. We already saw that. Tell me, if you are wary, how much trusting can you do? Your heart's shut down. You actually have to battle to open it back up to trust. That's because that's what this world does. It tears us apart.
The serpent engaged her. You have to remember that too.
Yeah, he engaged. He brought it to her.
Yeah.
But it also says he was crafty and cunning.
The fact that she wandered from his Adam's side, or she left his side,
It
right?
doesn't say
He
that.
didn't say that. He was
Says he was
Oh,
with
you're
her.
talking about right.
Yeah, it says he was with her.
I always
We don't know any more than that.
Adam was
Her husband was with her. That's what it
Wait a
said.
Just in their silence.
Okay,
Well,
This is really mind-blowing right now.
This is a bombshell.
No, because I'm sorry, but just I
Always
like,
have been taught
it's
that.
we've always
Women
been taught
away.
the woman
That's not-
left
I'm
a
telling
man's
you.
side.
I think
Yeah.
in spirit of I remember in spirit.
That's why we were brought up.
Spirit of
That's
prophecy.
why
I
they
think
have this
in-
woman
maybe
organization.
spiritual 3. Maybe volume 3.
Oh my gosh. No, seriously. I
She
mean,
did say that Eve.
Okay, no, Patriarchs and Prophets
One of those
says
chapters.
both. It says both. It says that she
So
was
she
with
did-
Adam. It
Yeah,
also
she did
says
leave.
that she
did
left
leave.
him.
Yeah, she did leave. his
So
side.
it says both in the same chapter,
Yes,
and
she
it's
did.
because
But the
it's
Bible
not
says
that
No, no,
clear.
scripture.
Well, it isn't clear,
I don't think-
except that when it comes to time to get the fruit and hand it out, he's there.
Yeah, and that's
So
why.
she did.
So-
She did leave though. That's what.
You know what we're doing? We're looking for blame. We
That's
gotta
right.
stop
No,
that.
I'm not looking for blame. I just believe what is going. I just believe the spirit.
Wait a
of
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I gotta get through a little bit more and then we're gonna finish for the day, because this is a whole lot of big tiger.
no, it's really mind-blowing right
But let me
now.
say this to you.
No, it's not.
Satan was doing something here. She was innocent. You have to understand that. We were created to be in an innocent environment, because if you taint it with the fall, you have poisoned it, because how do you go back to innocence after you've been... That's why we have to be recreated. Because to know evil, we cannot handle that. Now when it says God knows good and evil, God is the one who knows the potentiality of it. We don't know it, and we get jaded. So we think, well, she should have saw this con man coming. She didn't know what a con person was. When you're innocent, you're innocent. And so when we look at it as if it's eating a piece of fruit, we have already distorted it. Because Satan was not after the fruit. That's where we go, well, if they just hadn't done this act, they wouldn't be in trouble, and we wouldn't be in this mess and that stupid hole. Stop blaming, because if you were in their shoes, you would have done the same thing. God knew this was going to happen. That's why Jesus was slain from the foundation of the world. He knew it, so he already knew what he was going to do. But this is something that had to happen. And right now it's above our pay grade to talk about it here, because we're already dealing with it. But let me say this to you. I want to leave you on this. You know when it says that Satan is the god of this world, the god of this age? Have you ever asked yourself when he became that?
Yeah.
When we trust.
When we transferred trust, he became the god of this world, the god of this age. And here's how. Not because he truly is, but because he got her to trust him. And after that, the results were the fall. So trust, it's a matter of trust, and that's why the tree was put there as a protective device. But also, let me fast forward you, God in his wisdom, you go up, down to the cross, and now to believe God's word again on the tree of life. To believe God that Jesus was enough for you. Guess what? It's trust again on a tree and what God said about it. And that wouldn't have been possible without the tree protecting humanity. God knew he was going to die. Further, Satan was doing something else. I said, how did he become the god of this age? He was imposing his system, his value system right here. And we don't even, it's so subtle you don't even see it. Cunning. His performance for value system is right here and we don't even see it. What I mean by that is this. Satan said, God said, eat this and you will die. But I say, if you do this act, you will improve your value. Your status will now be like God. You will be as gods.
Based in something that you do.
Based in something that you do. So when we look at the world and you look around and you see the systems that are in the world, they're all based on performance for value. In fact,
Sports.
even when we preach about God, it's about performance for value. God only loves you if you're good. God is looking for a few good Marines who can hack holiness.
Well, maybe that is true, but
This is true.
I know it's not.
Says that Satan represented to the holy peer that they would be gainers by breaking the law of God, performance. So Adam was there.
Keep reading the chapter. It says otherwise too.
No, no.
But
It says both.
Let's
I've
read
read
the
it.
Bible.
Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah.
Let's read the
Well,
Bible.
what I'm saying to you is this.
The spirit of prophecy is what it is.
Wait a minute, wait.
You don't read the Bible through the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. And for this reason, we're trying